Welcome to Awakening Heaven on Earth. Before we begin, take a moment to arrive. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to believe, and nowhere you need to go. Simply listen, contemplate, and notice what stirs and resonates within you. This is a shared space of reflection, presence, and remembrance. Now, let us begin. Welcome to this episode focused on Reclaiming the Sacred Self. Recommended reading. In this episode, we explore a collection of works that support the journey of returning to wholeness. These are not just books to read. They are mirrors. They are invitations. They are doorways back to yourself. Now, let's begin. In the book, Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach. This work reveals one of the deepest truths of healing. That the suffering we carry is often not from our pain itself, but from our resistance to it. Brach teaches that when we stop trying to fix or reject ourselves, and instead meet our experience with presence and compassion, something begins to soften. And in that softening, we remember our wholeness. Now consider, where in your life are you resisting what most needs your attention and compassion? In the book, The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. This book gently dismantles the belief that we must earn our worthiness. Through vulnerability, courage, and authenticity, Brown shows that the life we are seeking is found not by becoming someone else, but by fully inhabiting who we already are. Imperfection is not the barrier. It is the doorway. Think about this. What would change if you believed you were already enough? In the book, Modern Man in Search of a Soul by Carl Jung. Jung introduces the concept of the shadow, the unseen parts of ourselves we have pushed away to maintain a desired identity, but what we reject within ourselves does not disappear. It waits. It shapes us from beneath the surface, unconsciously. Jung teaches that true wholeness is not found in becoming what we perceive as a good person, but in becoming whole. In turning toward what we fear within us and integrating it with awareness and compassion. making the unconscious conscious. Now consider, what part of yourself have you been avoiding that may hold a piece of your wholeness? In the book No Bad Parts by Richard C. Schwartz, building on similar insight, this work reveals that the psyche is not broken, but composed of many parts, each trying in its own way to protect you. Even the parts that seem destructive are rooted in care. Healing comes not from eliminating these parts, but from listening to them, understanding them, and bringing them into harmony. Now think about this. What part of you might be asking not to be silenced, but to be heard? In the book, The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk, this work reminds us that our story is not only held in the mind, but in the body. Experiences we have not fully processed are stored as sensation, as tension, as memory without words. Healing, then, is not only understanding these experiences, it is reconnection. Returning to the body as a place of safety, presence, and belonging. Ponder this. What is your body asking you to feel and deal with that you have been avoiding? In the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, this foundational work brings awareness to the quiet but powerful influence of belief. The way we see ourselves becomes the lens through which we experience life. And when those beliefs are rooted in unworthiness, they shape a reality that reflects it. But when we begin to choose self-love and forgiveness over fear, gently, consistently, everything begins to change. So, what belief about yourself are you ready to release? In the book, Belonging, by Tokopah Turner, this work explores the deep longing to return to ourselves. It reveals how parts of us become fragmented through moments of pain, rejection, or disconnection, and how the journey back is not about becoming whole, but about gathering ourselves back into presence. Now consider, what part of you is ready to be welcomed home? As you explore these readings, notice what resonates. Follow what calls you. Because the truth is, you are not searching for something outside of you. You are remembering what has always been within. And every step you take toward accepting yourself fully, honestly, and compassionately is a step toward reclaiming the sacred self. As we come to a close, remember that this journey continues in many expressions. This podcast is part of a family of partner podcasts. Awakening Heaven on Earth. The space between heaven and earth and Living Heaven on Earth are 3 companion podcasts exploring spiritual awakening from complementary perspectives. Awakening Heaven on Earth offers the core teachings and mystical reflections on unity, love, and conscious living. The space between creates room for dialogue, reflection, and lived conversation around those teachings. Living Heaven on Earth focuses on basic spiritual practices that help embody these insights in daily life. Together, they form a unified journey of understanding, experience, and integration, inviting listeners to remember their connection with the divine, with one another, and with the living world. You can find all of them available on the same podcast streaming platforms wherever you listen. And if music helps carry these teachings deeper into the heart, the Unity, Awakening Heaven on Earth album is available on all major music streaming services as a musical companion to this journey. Wherever you engage, through listening, reflection, conversation, or music, may it gently remind you you are not separate. You belong to the one life. And heaven is already unfolding within you. Until next time, walk gently, love deeply, and embody heaven on earth.